Africa. My name is Eunice Tony, and this is the African Women's Voices Show on ETV Ghana. We come your way every Tuesday at 4 p.m. and live on Facebook at ETVGH. Well, we celebrated Father's Day on Sunday, and I know somebody is giggling. Do you celebrate fathers as well on the African Women's Voices Show? Yes, we do celebrate fathers because they play important roles in our lives. But Men's Lounge is the dedicated program for men. So most of the celebration happens on the Men's Lounge. But at any rate, we want to acknowledge the fact that we appreciate every man who is playing the right role as a father in the lives of people around them. Okay, today's show promises to be an exciting one because I've got two dynamic ladies here with me. I'm not going to introduce them now. I'm first of all going to tell you what we have to say to you in terms of LPMs. And afterwards, I'm going to let you know who our guests will be today. So, my first message is coming from Chana Shito. Chana Shito is your #1 choice when it comes to black pepper sauce. Chana Shito is not just regular shito. It is shito with difference. Shito with chunks of shrimps and herrings with a great taste. Chana Shito. Food just got tastier. You can find Chana Shito at Max Mart, Garden Mart, and Frames Oil Mart, Manette. For bulk purchase, call 02444. So that means the 4, you have 4 of it. So 0244448180 or 0240974661, or follow their social media handles at Chana Shito on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Chana Shito, we want to say a very big thank you for all the support you've been giving to us and how you've been making presentations to all the women who have been coming on the show. We say a very big thank you. The reviews have been wonderful. Those who tasted Chana said, wow, there's no other Shito in Ghana that tastes better than Chana Shito. And our next information is coming to you from the group itself, Global Media Alliance Group. We are celebrating our financial month in this month of June. And our message to you is that you should tune in to all our shows and learn more about budgeting, saving, financial inclusion, and how to invest your hard-earned money. Be more informed about how e-money can be used to make payments and how it makes it very easy to transact on various online and mobile platforms. It is the Financial Literacy Month on ETV this June. So we still have space for sponsorship. So call us on 020-2222-059. In fact, we want you to WhatsApp us. Do not bother about calling. So let it be a WhatsApp. 020-2222-059 or 020-2222-095. And our special sponsors are Consolidated Bank of Ghana. And then Voltic has been keeping us really hydrated, especially in this COVID times. So if you do not know, Voltic is the water of the year. The just ended Ghana Beverage Awards saw us having Voltic as the water of the year. And if you look at what we've been talking to you about concerning Voltic, it's been wonderful. Voltic is very environmentally friendly. Voltic has been actually hydrating various people. Even last week, there was a donation to a mother who had a child who had sickle cell. And we learned on the show that water is really precious for anyone who has got sickle cell. And Voltic stepped in and made a donation. So we want to say a very big thank you to Voltic. So right now, I'm going to be introducing our guest for the day. But just before I do that, we'll be going for our 60-second segment. So I will give you our 60 seconds update. Do stay tuned.
It will be unfair and disrespectful for me to comment on the current process at EC, Charlotte Osei. The immediate past chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Mrs. Charlotte Osei, has declined to comment on the current happenings at the EC. Mrs. Osei, who was removed from office on the grounds of misconduct, said it would not be proper for her to comment on activities at the EC since she was a former commissioner. In an interview with KSM, she told the host that, as a former chair, it would not be fair to publicly comment on whatever is happening at the commission now. Respect must be given to the current commissioners to do their work without the interference of commentaries from former chairs. Ghanaians do not appreciate my father, daughter of late President Hila Liman. Zila Liman, the daughter of the late former President Hila Liman, has expressed sorrow over her father's legacy, stressing Ghanaians have underappreciated him. Dr. Hila Liman was president from 24th September 1979 and was overthrown in 1981 when the former President Jerry John Rawlings staged a coup d'etat. Speaking in an interview, Zila Liman explained why her father's legacy is not remembered in the country. She believes her dad is not acknowledged in the history books of Ghana's heroes because the Rawlings regime did everything in their power to wipe away Liman's track record. To her, although she was young, she however remembers her father's vision for Ghana. Yvonne Nelson celebrates Mom on Father's Day. Actress Yvonne Nelson took to Instagram on Sunday, June 21st to celebrate her mother on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to the woman who did it all for me, my beautiful mama. She wrote on her Instagram page along with some photos of her mother. Yvonne Nelson has said in an interview with Genevieve magazine that her father was not present in her life as much as she wished. She explained that her mother had single-handedly taken care of her and her two siblings.
And you are welcome back. I have one more message from PPE, and it says, stay safe and protected. Get quality and affordable PPEs such as disposable protection face mask, KN95, face shields, goggles, thermometer guns, powdered examination gloves, disposable protective clothing, etc. They offer retail and wholesale supplies as well as deliveries within Accra and Tema. Locate them within the Thai Massage Building in Osu and Community 12 Tema or Edum Market Kumasi. But you can call them on 059 5160 205 or 059 24 06 921. And finally, you can reach them on 0244 546 844. So for that affordable and quality PPE you need, face masks, the goggles, please, we want you to look towards the PPE people who are located within the Thai Massage Building in Osu. So now we are getting into the business of the day. So before this time, it was on social media that I was going to be talking to two lovely girls from YFM. And I'm very honored and delighted to say they are sitting right here by me, and I'd like to introduce them to you. So starting from DJ Kess, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm also doing very well. And Akosua, whom we all know as Kosi, you know.
How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Awesome.
And I'm so excited to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Because, I mean, we hardly get you anyway because you're always tied down doing your production and trying to get things better on your show. So, for those of you who do not know what show it is that Akosua and DJ Kess handle on YFM, I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't let them say it because I want to be the one to say it. They actually drive us through the night from 7 p.m. They handle the Y Lounge, and it's an exciting, exciting part of our programming. So we're going to talk a little bit about what happens on Y Lounge, and then more conversations around entertainment would ensue. So starting from you, Kess, how would you say it has been on the Y Lounge?
I've forgotten how many years I've been on, but I mean it's fun. YFM is fun in general, so any show at all, especially Y Lounge, it's really fun.
It's fun for you, huh? Okay, Kosi, how has it been on Y Lounge?
I like it because I'm an evening person.
Okay.
Evening is when I come alive, so it's actually usually a great time to just chill, listen to good music, talk to your listeners, and I'm free on air, so it's a nice space to be.
Awesome, awesome. So talking about the fact that she is an evening person and DJ Kess has fun on the show, it's all about fun on YFM, and you must have heard about YRefresh. Before YRefresh came up, people saw the land everywhere being painted green. If you go on social media, it was green. You come on TV, it's green. Even on radio, you hear green, green, green. That was #YRefresh. So some people have been asking us what exactly the YRefresh represents. What does it really mean? Kosi, what is it when we say YRefresh?
Okay, well, so YRefresh, there's been a change in programming. There's been new energy, new fresh energy that's been, you know, now taking the mantle, and it's exciting. We have Brownberry on Rise and Shine. We have Winston Michaels on Shout and Why. We have Rev Erskine, who's actually been doing it for a couple of years now on the mid-morning radio show. And The Drive, we now have Kojo Manuel. So you realize there's a lot of new young voices, you know, coming in to bring a new fresh start, you know, so a refresh of the
So that's actually what we mean by the YRefresh.
YRefresh.
So whatever it is you say around entertainment, please always hashtag YRefresh. DJ Kess, did you always want to be a DJ?
Yeah, no, maybe half DJ, half football. I had DJ and I had football. So.
Okay, so that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to be a footballer.
Yeah.
So what happened with the football?
I have to ask my dad. It's still a conversation I have to have with my dad. But I almost went.
Okay.
So they didn't come. I don't know why. They were not here with me, so I couldn't really ask why I didn't come on. Then I had to go to Central. So it was during Central that YFM came. Yeah.
Oh, so maybe we would have been hearing your name on TV, and that's DJ Kess, moving with the ball. So what
okay, yeah, maybe not DJ Kess, but yeah, maybe another name, my name. Yeah, but it was going to be a huge one because I was like really good with football. Like I was like really good with football.
Oh my God! So were you supposed to be somebody who dribbles, or
I was a striker? Yeah,
you were.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, yeah. In my school, I was only one, or the only time that they got a cup was when I played. After that, I don't even think they've ever gotten. No, I mean, I was that good.
Oh God, this is heartbreaking because we probably would have produced, the Martha of Ghana. We have like Martha from in Brazil,
yeah.
you know, who is the best of the best among women. Maybe we would have had you.
Because she was like my best female footballer, and I still like follow her once a while.
So somehow I understand what you actually feel. So Kosi, was it always about presentation for you?
Me, I wanted to, I don't know, I'm an activist. That's really who I am, a writer and activist. So media just kind of came my way when I started doing national service, and then it became my life. It started with TV, and then I got work in radio, and since then I've been stuck in. But yeah, I've still explored all the other things I wanted to do in my life, as well as media. So yeah, basically. Okay,
so when you say activism,
yeah.
What kind of activism are you trying to say you're into? I'm
a human rights activist. I'm a feminist. So I definitely have a passion for being an active citizen. When I say I'm an activist, being an active citizen, seeing how I myself can contribute to solving problems that I think are in society.
Awesome. Really. And that's what African Women's Voices is all about. We want to always speak to women who are contributing to national development. So what would you say are some of the things you've been able to do through your activism in feminism?
I'll say my biggest achievement so far was being able to set up a small collective called Drama Queens, which is a collective of young Ghanaians who are very passionate. And they are going to be drama queens about the issues. That's the whole point, right? To be drama queens about the issues. And we've done so many things. Stage, theater productions. We've done film workshops. We've done, and all of it centering women's stories through everything we do. So that's been a blessing for me, that I get to
Wow.
pursue it.
Awesome. So Drama Queens, do they
Drama
have
Queens.
maybe a page on
Oh
social
yes,
media?
definitely. We're
And
heavy on
that's it.
Instagram. That's our main area of play. But we have our website on. We have our Twitter on. So it's Drama Queens GH everywhere.
Drama Queens
GH,
GH.
yep.
Whoa. We have to check that out. Okay, so is it something that is easy for people to join?
Yeah, definitely. If your politics are right, if your heart is in the right place, you're ready to do the work. Because the thing about Drama Queens is it's not also, activism is, people see it as what you do on the outside, right? But it actually also really, really is on the inside, how you work with yourself on the inside to be able to really, give to society, solve society's problems. And so a lot of the people within Drama Queens are people who believe it's not just for the show of things. Do I also, if I say we have equal rights, do I also act that way? Do I also talk that way? Do I also create those spaces around me? So anyone with those kind of politics is definitely welcome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Beautiful. So I'm coming back to you, DJ Kess. She's been able to talk to us about, how she feels around her activism. I will be talking to you about your choice of music selection on Y Lounge. It is dope.
Oh, thank you.
Because I listen to it a lot.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm so passionate about the both of you is that most of the time when I'm driving home, it's 7 p.m. So I get the chance to listen to the 3Ks, yourself, and then the guy amongst you, Kester.
Yeah, but he's no longer with us now. He now has his own show.
He has his own show,
moved on.
yes. So, I mean, I've been with the show and I've really loved it and I've enjoyed the music.
Yeah.
How do you do your selection?
It's basically what I want to listen to that day. So
Okay.
if I'm happy, it's if you realize if I'm happy, it's just like really happy mood. If I'm in a intimate, romantic love,
Yeah?
you find that in the wave. Or if it's just slow or money making Monday, depending on what we tag the day. So if it's
Okay.
just wavy Wednesdays, they know that the song is gonna be wavy. So depend on.
I really love the song selections. You have no idea. I love the song selections. And I also love a particular segment because I'm somebody who loves movies.
Oh.
Especially when I hear the Mission Impossible song. Oh my God.
Exciting.
So exciting. How did that segment come about? What made you think about movies?
I'm a big movie person. Honestly,
know.
that's what I wanted to
I
do with my
know.
life. I wanted to be an actress, And yeah, so I decided to bring that bit into the Y Lounge. I used to do it when I was in the morning show. We used to have Movie Mania Thursdays. And then when we moved to the Y Lounge, we decided to just bring that there. And Mission Impossible, obviously, is a great way to see who is watching what movies,
Oh,
what are the
yes.
classics. Do you really know this voice? Do you not? It's fun. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Oh, yes, I do. And I think it was just the best soundbite
Awesome.
because
Yeah, it was
the Mission
perfect.
Impossible is really, really perfect.
Thank
If you're
you.
somebody who really watches movie,
Yeah.
there's this zing
Yeah.
about Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
And the way you get to engage the audience as well, who try and try. Sometimes some people who actually call don't really
No, they
know
just
their
want to
movies.
say hi, Yeah. Because they just want to say hi. It's also fun. There's also that thing with the listeners. Now I have like a specific group of people who just keep calling just to like say hi to their friends.
Yeah,
It's
I think
become
I've
some
noticed
kind
this
of
Nigerian
community.
guy who's always calling most of the time. you
There's
know?
Exhibit the barber. Yes, Exhibit. He's popular.
Okay, now I understand. So sometimes people just want to say hi.
Say hey. I'm
And
here.
your show is a platform for them to be able to express themselves in that way.
Let's have fun. Yep.
Oh. Well, it's all about the fun. Has there been any down times for you on the Y Lounge?
Of course, I mean the Corona was a downtime.
Oh.
Corona was like a huge downtime.
True. Corona was a really down time. But somehow, YFM being the kind of station, it is, with a lot of innovations, if you notice, we're able to still hold our audience tight. We were always giving them the best of entertainment, even with the coronavirus.
Facts.
And it was
Facts.
really, really good.
Facts.
And I must say, we all commend you. And we're going to be opening the phone lines. Don't worry. You're going to be able to talk to the people you've been hearing on YFM. And when it gets to that time, I'm going to announce the phone lines for you to be able to, call in. So let's talk about entertainment. Maybe let's say this COVID times, as you raised it, things have happened online. would you want to share, some things that maybe some trends that you noticed, online, in these times? I remember that Tyler Perry started he's got the whole world in his hands, singing, and everybody was just singing along. Is there anything you observed that really, struck you around social media during those times?
I'll definitely say with COVID and people being forced to social distance and lockdown for a while, at least in Ghana, we had it for a month. People are still in lockdown, right? I feel like now people have made social media the space where all our voices, now that's the only place we can connect. So it's been good and bad. There's a burgeoning of, for me, I've seen like creative things, the most creative things that artists, that people who thought they would have to go to school first to do are now just doing on social media, getting revenue, And then there's also been the bad. I mean, people being locked down, people being forced to social distance. Human beings we're social people. So you find that the depression, the anxiety, because we are still in a pandemic, we are still being reminded of our mortality, right? You see it on social media. In the last 2-3 weeks, it's been hard to be on social media because now there's a lot of women now coming out to speak, about their abuse and things like that. And it's what COVID too unearths, So I think we should definitely watch the social media space, because now it's become our major vehicle. There is good and bad, but it's like a knife. It's what the hand does with the knife,
Okay.
It's not the knife itself. So
I understand. So,
yeah.
Kess, do you think that there were some things that happened on social media that you kind of related to or you want to speak about?
I mean, the challenges were a lot. There were a lot of challenges. Like people were doing a lot of challenges on TikTok and on Twitter. We had people singing and people dancing and Beyonce's dance challenge and everything.
And some fathers actually having to play mother roles and play with their
and
children.
The whole wipe and I mean, it was fun because TikTok especially gave people like the creative space to do whatever they want to do, and the downside probably people feeling like. They were being hard on themselves this whole time. Like COVID made us know that we're being hard on ourselves this whole time. Like we just need to chill, breathe, relax, do what we have to do because even though there's a short time, you still have your whole life to do it. Like you don't have to do it within 5 years or 2 years, or you don't have to be rich in the next 5 years. You can take your time, breathe, take care of yourself, and then do what you have to do.
Awesome. I like the fact that you're talking about TikTok. And I'd like us to talk a little bit about TikTok. When we come back from this commercial break, I'd like to grab my Voltic right now. And if you're watching me, please grab your own Voltic. I will be right back. And you are welcome back. Just before we went on the break, we were talking about the major trends that we experienced on social media during the lockdown. And I'd like to say a very big thank you to Global Media Alliance Group because we also did something, to actually celebrate the frontline workers. So if we can have that footage right now, if you've missed it, you're going to see it right now. And the clapping still continues here. Global Media Alliance saying very big thank you to all our gallant health workers who have been making all the sacrifices to ensure that you and I, stay safe, we get our recoveries, and we also get fine. And even within these times, they are also putting their lives down just for us to be fine. And we want to say we appreciate you all. And we're not going to leave this message from GMA without letting you know that if you're out there and you've been stigmatizing people who have recovered from COVID, please stop it. It's not fair. It's not something that's a death sentence. People get COVID and they recover. And when they recover, we want them to be welcomed back into society and not to be pushed away. Okay? So please, let's stop the stigmatization. Let's welcome them with embraces of love, and we'll have a better society. So, coming back to you, we're talking about TikTok and how it really brought fun to us. I remember the music that goes with it. Don't something, don't hey, and then hey, and then sometimes somebody has to take their brush, and then you look good, and then you change yourself and all of that. It was really beautiful. But would you say it's all been positive? Do you think that TikTok really has a positive influence on our youth today who are now glued to social media? Who would want to start? Akosua, would you want to start, or Kess, you're fine?
I mean, yeah, I haven't really seen anything negative on the whole challenges. I mean, It's been fun because people are really bored at home. Like, there's nothing to do, just eating and sleeping and reading, watching movies, watching ETV and all of that, like the whole day. So,
yeah,
I mean, it's just a nice break to do something, like, feel good. Because you dress up, most of them you dress up and go and stand in your mirror and take a couple of videos and pictures. So I think, yeah, I mean, it was positive.
It's positive for you. So do you think it's also positive for people who are
Yeah,
watching?
I think, Charlie, during the lockdown, I mean, anything that made you laugh, anything that made you smile was it. But obviously, because it's social media and it's online, and this is actually an app that a lot of teenagers can be on, and the thing about TikTok is it also is a fast way to go viral, become popular.
Viral, yes.
There's a new celebrity culture that's actually starting, and things like TikTok are part of the fullest. Yes. But the thing is, when I saw a documentary about how older men, predators in society, actually go use these TikTok videos to proposition 13, 14-year-olds. There was a video where it was a 40-year-old man knowing he was talking to a 13-year-old girl, telling him to meet
40-year-old man talking to a 30-year-old girl.
Using TikTok videos. So they've done documentaries about it. But that's not even just TikTok. I mean, it's a problem online. Once your kids are going to go online, parents have to find ways to let them have the experience, let them learn, let them not be left out, but also protect your kids. So it's a double-edged.
Okay, so maybe you should look into it since you're an activist,
Oh my gosh, the problems here.
Then pushing a lot of them to you right now because we know that,
I'm dying.
you're an activist, so let's just push every issue towards Okay, all right. So if you enjoy TikTok, well, I mean, it's good, but just make sure that you always, participate in things that will bring about positive vibes, and be very careful because we've got pedophiles and predators who are actually out there trying to get you, if you just lose guard. So that's just the whole idea. We're not saying that we're against TikTok at all. We're just saying that across board on social media, things are happening. So people just have to be careful. Okay, so DJ Kess, let's say there's somebody who is watching us right now and she wants to be a DJ, or she enjoys you, the beats, everything that you do. What would you say this person ought to start doing? How do you start this process of being a DJ? Do you need to have a special kind of swag? Or what? Is there something, about being a DJ?
First of all, you have to love music.
Okay.
If you don't love music, you can't be a DJ, because you have to go with your instincts. And your next song has to be better than the one before. Like, people have to keep enjoying the music, so you have to
I do.
Yeah, so you have to love music. Even on your worst days, you have to find a way to make people happy through playing music. So that's the first thing. And then the other thing will be, now there's internet. Everything is on the internet. You don't have to go to school to learn how to DJ.
Okay.
You can literally Google how to do it, depending on what software you want to use. So whatever you're comfortable with, you download it, you get your laptop, and then your controller or even on the laptop, you can find the software and then learn how to do it yourself. Because I can't teach you how to, I DJ how I want to DJ.
Okay.
So let's say somebody like DJ My Smith can't teach me how he DJs, because I have to use my style of DJing. So I can teach you the basic, play, stop, cue, but everything else you do has to be you, like how you want to do it.
Oh, okay. Because something like sometimes some of DJ they do they're scratching, you know, and it's like everybody is doing that.
Everyone had their style. Everyone have their style. So
Because
even if you're learning how you want to do it, like how it will sound good to you.
Oh, okay.
So even though it's all scratching, but everybody have their style of scratching.
their own styles of scratching.
So
Awesome.
it's everyday practice, and you have to literally be learning it every day to get new ways of doing it.
So how is it being a DJ and female? Is it something that really makes you, you know, be in a space that everybody feels like, well, she can't do it? You know,
No,
people just size you up
I
first.
think no. I think that stigmatization is gone.
It's
gone.
gone.
I think it's. I mean, it was worse than when I started, but now I think it's no more. Like we have a lot of female DJs.
Can you tell me one of the experiences, how you felt, maybe when you came in and said you were a DJ, what really happened?
No, I mean, there's nothing like female who wants to DJ. Like they don't believe you. They think, oh, you came with a DJ, or oh, maybe she likes some DJ be here. That's why she's coming. Because it wasn't a thing for females.
So when
or
you played for the
women.
first time, were people eager to listen to you?
Yeah, I mean, before you start, they don't believe you actually like playing and like, oh, okay, you're
She's
good.
not bad.
I mean, yeah, I mean, next time you would start, or you won't, like they try to move you around because, oh, now you can do it. They didn't believe you before, but now you can do it. I remember when I went to Liberia to DJ the first time I got there, I was like, oh, I'm a DJ. And then we talked to a couple of women through phone calls who were interested in DJing, then like girls in uni at most. So I went there again, and the guy was like, you know what, the other time when you came here, after you left, we got about 10, 15 girls with headphones saying they want to be DJs. Like some even had just earpods, like they want to be DJs.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
good.
oh, like that's really touching, like knowing that people really wanted to do it. And I think I have inspired a lot of girls here, even here in Ghana, who are DJs now. Then like they will call me up. They'll ask me how I'm doing it, or if it's difficult doing it, or if they can really pursue it as something that they want to do. And it's fun. Like
it's
now,
fun,
now I think people know women can do it.
You've done all the suffering for them, you know. So
You know?
like, it's been very difficult for you starting, and now you've opened, you know, the way for them, and it's now a bit easier for them.
Yeah, now
Awesome.
it's cool. You just
I'll
have
still come back to you about, you know, having to be able to play on an international platform. And Liberia, I mean, you have to let me know how it is for you to be able to play outside of Ghana where you know a lot of their songs. I'll come back to you on that. But let's say somebody who wants to be a presenter is actually watching us right now. Kosi, what would you say the person should be doing?
I'll say be yourself. That's the thing. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of examples. For me, I watched people. I listened to people. But most importantly, I try to find my own style, my own being myself, you know, and that's what it is. And also another tip is like learn, Charlie, learn. I mean, the learning never stops because you are a voice, you are a talker, you are the one that is transmitting information. Be the one that has the information, you know. It's very important. Your voice is what can stop a war.
Okay.
You know, your voice is also what can make someone like be happy and start or create something. So these are the 2 tips I would say.
You'll be giving to the person.
Yeah.
So how was it like to play, you know, outside of Ghana? And how was the audience at first? You know, first of all, they knew that, okay, a girl may not be a DJ, but in terms of the choice of music, how were you inspired to be able to do that?
Most of the time you get there a day before.
Okay.
So you go to the same club you're going to DJ the day before. You go there just to listen to them play, just to vibe with everybody there. So at least you know what they like and what they don't like. And in general, I mean, there are songs that anywhere, let's be like Nigerian songs, you know that anywhere in Africa they would bump to it. So.
Okay. All right. So that's what influenced your, you know, good DJ, you know, role when you got there.
You have to keep talking to them, know what they like, the songs that they've heard. I mean, you talk to them even about Ghanaian songs, like if they know any Ghanaian songs. And there are a lot of Liberians there that know Ghanaian music. So yeah, it's just talking to them, knowing the songs they like. You go on media tour too, so you get to know other radio stations. Like they have a radio station there that's 107.9, Hot FM in Liberia. So I used to go there a lot. That was like the main, it's a huge radio station in Liberia.
Okay.
So I made a lot of friends there. You keep talking to them even on phone. You send them music, they send you music. So you're in touch with them like music-wise. You know what's happening.
So is it true that a lot of DJs do not know how to dance?
Maybe because they didn't want to dance, that's why they chose to play the
Because
music.
they
so
love
that you,
music, but
um,
somehow it's like a lot of DJs do not know how to dance.
well, let me talk for me or speak for me. I think I know how to dance, but I'm just shy. Like the moment I get to the crowd, the dance leaves me, so I'm just.
No, you know why I'm saying that? Because I remember when we're having party pressure, and it was time for DJ Kess, you know, to do her own dance. Oh my God!
That's the time that the
DJ
dance
Kess
just runs
kept
away
doing-
from. The spirit of dancing just runs away. It's like you're on your own now.
You know how to dance, but the thing is that when the
It's when
occasion
I'm alone.
arises, okay, then the spirit of dancing disappears.
Yeah.
You're only able to dance
When
well
I'm alone.
when you're alone.
In front of the mirror, that's when I'm the best dancer.
Okay, all right. So would you say that presenters are also good singers? Because they say that presenters have very sweet voices when they talk. So it soothes people. And just like you mentioned, sometimes, you know, your voice could start a war or could actually begin a war. So do you think that most presenters know how to sing? Because I'm actually asking you these questions because that is what we gathered from the ground.
ground,
They
okay.
said presenters know how to sing because of their good voice, and then DJs do not know how to dance. So what would you say about that? Do you know how to sing?
I don't
Can
know how
you
to
show us
sing.
right now?
No, I'm sorry. Thank you. I want to keep my job, please. No. I've tried.
So just because you don't want to
I
sing, you're
tried.
saying you don't know how
I
to sing.
tried. No, I really like. I've tried. I've tried. I can't. I'm terrible. I tried.
Okay, so the good voice, the sweet voice is only when it comes
Is
to you
when you
talking
talk,
to your
yeah.
audience. Okay, all right. So that's beautiful. It's really been exciting, you know, having you girls on the show. So please, the phone lines are being activated right now. You should be calling in to be able to talk to Akosua or DJ Kess. Tell them what it is that inspires you around them and all of that. We are opening the phone lines now. So most of the time when we open the phone lines, it's so jammed that people find it very difficult to get through. But please keep trying and trying and trying, okay? You'll be able to get through. All right, so ladies, let's say there's this aspect of Y Lounge that sometimes people don't really understand. That is the 9 p.m. songs that you play.
Oh, the alternative lounge.
The alternative lounge. We are going to be talking about the alternative lounge right after this commercial break. So do stay tuned. And you're welcome back. The phone lines are open. Have you been able to get through? Please keep trying to be able to get the chance to talk to Akosua and DJ Kess here in the station. So before we went on that commercial break, we were going to talk about what happens at 9 p.m. on the Y Lounge, and that is the alternative music, as she mentioned. Could you please make us understand what exactly happens to the music at 9 p.m.?
Okay, I didn't even know it had this popularity. Like,
It
I mean,
did-
I'm
it
happy that we
does.
are talking about
It
it. 'Cause
does.
that's like our baby, but we hardly talk about it because
Okay.
we didn't know that people were actually paying attention to it. So, I mean, it's alternative lounge, like basically alternative music.
Okay.
So it's music that you not normally hear on radio or in the media, like any normal day, like the commercial songs. So we try to highlight that just from 9 to 10 p.m. So from 9 to 10 p.m., you know, you're going to listen to music from, let's say, Thames.
Okay.
We have Snow Allegra. Yesterday we did Lyra. And other music or other artists that you know that a normal day you're not going to hear on music as a commercial song. So
Okay, so right. So she's giving the explanation. The DJ herself has explained that you need to still stay tuned at 9 p.m. because the kind of songs they make you listen to at that time are very rich, lyrically rich. So if you're probably lying down on your bed or you're driving, this is a time you really want to open up your mind and be able to soak in the lyrics of the song. So when it's 9 p.m., today is going to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's 9 p.m. today, because the show comes on from Mondays to Thursdays, right? When it comes on at 9 p.m., do open up your heart and listen to the alternative,
Alternative lounge, and then we have alternative live lounge where the artists come and do like a
and
live.
do the live presentation.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm really used to that one too,
Yeah.
and I think I've enjoyed it. So please give the 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. slots your audience this time, and you will definitely not be wasting your time doing that. So, Kosi, would you say that you have grown in YFM?
Yes.
Do you think you have?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
I have grown. I've definitely grown, and you can tell from the listeners you started with where they are now. I remember when I first came to YFM, they were like still in school and very excited about being Akosua's fan base. And now in 2020, when I'm on the Y Lounges, they're now older, thinking of getting married. You know, it's and it's beautiful that
You
it's
had to
your
grow
voice,
them.
you know. And it's a nice thing.
Oh,
it's a nice thing.
beautiful. DJ Kess, would you say?
No, of course. I mean, I've been on for a couple of years now. So most of the people that started listening now, they have like bigger responsibilities now. They are not in school or anything. They are like moved on, have families. Most of them don't even get the time to listen to you like they used to before. But they still let you know, like, oh, today I'm listening to you. I couldn't listen yesterday because I was at work or I'd take my kids somewhere. But they're still fans. Like they still
Nice
they
one.
still listen.
Okay, so since we are coming, very close to our close time, would you have some final words you'd like to share, and then let them know where to find you on social media, Kosi?
Definitely be safe. I always say remind someone of love. And Charlie, Corona is real. COVID-19 is real. So always mask up, do all the things they tell you to do, and protect yourself, protect others. And my social media handles at Akosua Hanson on Twitter, Akosua_Hanson on Instagram.
Nice. So, DJ Kess, over to you.
My handle is DJKessGH. I think across. I don't have Facebook, so Twitter and Instagram. And yeah, I mean, we are still in the COVID times. Like, you have to protect yourself. You have to be nice to people, like be kind to people. Don't stress yourself. Breathe, sleep, eat. Like, don't overthink, think anything to be anxious or have anxiety or have panic attacks, because it's very common now. So everybody should take care of themselves.
Wow. Thank you so much. I might say that it's been wonderful having both of you on the show. I really looked forward to it because I keep listening to you and I really don't get the chance to sit down and have this kind of chat. And I want to believe that our audience also was inspired by your story and your experiences and would like to be better presenters and DJ or whatever it is they want to be, because, I mean, as you've spoken, you've really inspired them. So I'd like to let you know that this show is repeated on Saturday at 12 noon. So tune in to ETV Ghana on Saturday at 12 noon if you couldn't start with us. And then for those of you who maybe just joined towards the ending, we want you to know that it comes on every Tuesday at 4 p.m. and it's repeated on Saturdays at 4 p.m. And our sponsors have always been Chana Shetor, Voltic, PPE, and my clothing is beautifully prepared or beautifully made by Buratex Clothing. You can locate Buratex Clothing at the Nyaho Clinic Railway area line. So if you just get to the railway side at the Airport West, you'll find somebody who is strategically positioned by the side of the railway. That's Aunt Mary. She has a lot of beautiful things and they are ready-made in different sizes. So it doesn't matter if you're plus size or if you're slim, whatever size it is you belong to, there's something really special for you. And it's for any kind of occasion. Red carpet situation, yes. Thanksgiving, you've got somebody to depend on, and that's Buratex Clothing. Thank you very much for being part of the show. I like to say I want to see you next week with your friend and a lot more people watching me. So do enjoy the rest of our interesting lineup for you. Bye-bye.